Doc, ano po ang protein requirement ko for the day? Patulong po, Doc, bago lang ako sa lifestyle na ito, hindi ko po alam kung paano i-compute ang aking protein requirement. Ito po si Dr. Iris, ang inyong low carb and fasting advocate, Filipino-Canadian medical doctor, tumutulong po sa mga kababayan natin worldwide para malaman nila paano gawin ng tama itong low carb and fasting lifestyle para ma-address yung mga medical conditions po, ma-reverse, put in remission yung mga lifestyle-related medical conditions, and sa iba naman, matulungan silang magbawas ng timbang. So, for weight loss purposes din para sa iba. So, protein requirement, very important ito sa pag-adapt ng ating lifestyle. We want to do it the right way. Kailangan gawin natin siya in a healthy way. And so, to be able to do that, we have to be aware na meron tayong tatlong macronutrients. So, yun yung proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. So, dyan sa tatlong yan, alin yung essential? So, the essential ones are the proteins and the fats. And yung carbs, yun yung non-essential. Ibig sabihin, kahit hindi tayo kumain ng carbs, maaaring ma-transform yung mga iba pang macronutrients like our proteins and fats into carbs sa loob ng katawan. So, in that way, hindi talaga essential si carbs. So, if proteins are essential, then kailangan natin malaman, obviously, kung ano yung amount na kailangan nating i-meet per day to meet our metabolic requirements, yung ating mga muscle building requirements, mga structural component requirements. So, ano nga ba yung requirement na yan? So, we are going to go by yung recommendation na nasa diet doctor po. So, ito yung 1.2 to 1.7 grams per kilogram body weight. Ngayon, in-update na nila yung kanilang requirement. Ginawa na nilang 1.2 to 2 grams per kilogram body weight. You are okay to choose between that or yung 1.2 to 1.7 grams per kilogram. Bakit yun ang pinipili ko? Well, because some of the people who are trying this lifestyle may be having some mga disease states na po. So, specifically, people who are already suffering from kidney disease because of diabetes, very common yan. And so, in these cases, especially yung mga stages 1 to 3, we want them to not really have so much proteins kasi nakaka-harm din ito sa kidneys that are already damaged. And I made a special video about this. Pakihanap na lamang po yung tungkol sa LCIF and kidney disease para magabayan tayo. Sa later stages ng disease, mas kumukonti yung requirement. But for our purposes today, pag-usapan natin yung pinaka-requirement lang sa mga taong healthy, which is ito nga, yung 1.2 to 1.7 grams per kilogram body weight. Bakit yan yung pinopromote natin? It's because in my community, I encourage people po to work out. I encourage people to build muscles. This is the only way that you can really optimize your wellness. So, unang-una, sustainability po, kasi we're in this for the long run. As I always say, it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. So, to be able to do this in the long run, we have to cultivate yung tinatawag na metabolic flexibility. And so, to be able to do that, we need to exercise. Kailangan kasama yung exercise, yung regular movement sa regimen natin ng ating paglo-low carb and fasting lifestyle. Nang sa ganun, ma-regulate din yung ating tinatawag na basal metabolic requirement. So, BMR. So, ito po yung ating ginagastos na energy ng katawan natin kahit hindi tayo gumalaw. Ito yung ginagamit na energy ng katawan, to just maintain yung kanyang bodily functions on a day-to-day basis. So, yan ay nag-a-adjust din over time. Kung medyo bawas na yung kinakain natin, nagsuslow down din yung ating metabolism. And so to prevent that, we need to become more sustainable. And the way to do that would be to build muscles. Siyempre, pag mag-build ka ng muscles, kailangan mo ng protina kasi yan yung building block And this is why I advocate for the 1.2 to the 1.7 grams per kilogram body weight. Kung kayo ay talagang super healthy at gusto nyo pang mag-build more ng muscles, then you can follow yung 1.2 to 2 grams per kilogram body weight. So how does that look like? Well, for example, you're a 50 kilogram woman. So kung gagamitin natin yung gitna na portion niyang 1.2 to 1.7, that's gonna be 1.5. So kung 1.5 yan, grams per kilogram, so you are 50, that will be 75 po, So 75 grams per day. yan yung kailangan mong ma-meet na protein requirement. So how does that look like? So take a look at this slide just to see the most common food na kinakain natin and how much of each constitute around 30 grams of protein. So remember, in this example, kailangan nating ma-meet yung 75 grams. So tignan natin itong slide na ito and let's have a look kung anong combination ang pwede nating kainin in one day. Hindi po kailangang isahang kainan, kakainin lahat para ma-meet yung 75. Remember that you can also do OMAD, TMAD. So OMAD 1 meal a day, TMAD 2 meals a day para mas madaling makain yung ganun karaming protein requirements. So tignan niyo po itong mga common examples. And here you can see sa slide na yan yung mga amounts. So play around with the combinations, look at the amounts, and then make up your meals for the day so that you can meet your protein requirements. So the other important thing about proteins, of course, is hindi lang siya essential, kundi when you eat proteins, you actually get the sensation of fullness, of satiety, yung pagkabusog. Kailangan po yan dahil pag hindi, then obviously para ka pa rin sugar burner na maya't maya gutom ka at kailangan mong kumain. So proteins will help you to feel full dahil sa effect niya kay leptin, yung satiety hormone. So that's the importance po of meeting the protein requirement. Again, it is an essential macronutrient. Kailangan natin siyang kainin, kailangan nasa diet natin siya, kailangan ma-meet yung requirement para ma-optimize ang ating wellness in a holistic way. Kung kailangan po ng gabay, join our community. Nandyan yung link. Kung kailangan ng food guide, you can download that for free sa levelupwithdriris.com. Napakaraming mga resources din po dyan. Just look them up and see whatever free trainings you'd like to register in. You are most welcome to do that. And kapag meron tayong mga additional pang questions, we have Zoom meets inside our community. Kailangan lang mag-join sa community natin. So there's the link, paki-follow yun, join in that community so you can access the free Zoom meets with me so you can ask your questions. I'm always wishing you holistic wellness po. Stay healthy and stay low carb.